source for the sports gamer.
EA Sports.
How's it going, sports gamers? Mike Straw, managing editor, Sports Gamers Online here to talk about some pretty big possibilities coming out of EA Sports. Now, this news was first reported on the latest episode of the SGO Press Pass, our weekly podcast for Sports Gamers Online. If you want to catch up on the latest episode and listen to all the previous episodes, you can find the SGO Press Pass anywhere you find your favorite podcasts. So be sure to go listen, leave a rating, and subscribe so you never miss any of our episodes that drop each and every Friday. But on the May 14th edition of the Press Pass, it was revealed that EA is talking some major expansion for the EA Sports brand. And it might involve a certain division that many fans have been missing and loved back in the day. According to multiple sources, not at EA Sports but at a higher executive level, SGO has learned that EA is looking at a version of EA Sports Big. The source told us that EA knows there's now a market for that once again, and they've had talks for about 2.5 years now of doing something like this to expand the EA Sports branding again, but it really didn't get serious until the last 12 to 15 months. Now, this information comes on the heels of EA acquiring both Codemasters, the studio behind Formula 1, and Metalhead Software, the studio behind Super Mega Baseball. But the company doesn't plan on stopping there. SGO was also told that EA is looking to make more studio acquisitions to continue this build out of a new subdivision over the next year and a half. Now, as far as an EA Sports Big 2.0, the name isn't likely going to be the same, but it will use that classic subdivision as a base of what to do next. The timeline for this shouldn't be expected for 2021. Rather, if EA decides to move forward, we're looking at a late 2022 or early 2023 announcement and relaunch of an EA Sports expansion. This hype behind all of this expansion certainly raises eyebrows for all lovers of arcade-style games, and even those that are fans of less popular and prevalent sports, as EA will look to fill a hole that they seemingly created with non-simulation games when they decided to drop the EA Sports Big style of games back in the mid to late 2000s. The potential for a growth of these games is so high that there is the possibility that we see a game like Super Mega Football, as Metalhead Software itself, even before the acquisition, has spoken publicly about the idea of expanding their brand away from just baseball. Now, there's nothing certain about the idea of a Super Mega Football just yet. The potential for it and audience already seems to be there, and with Metalhead being with a company that has an NFL license, there's the match there for a licensed Super Mega Baseball style football game from EA Sports, especially with the NFL and 2K back in business for an arcade title that's still scheduled to launch later in 2021. Now, right now, it is important to note that none of this is set in stone. EA has been having these talks internally for some time, but they're still working on the best way to go about this, or even deciding if it's worth putting out an expansion to EA Sports rather than just keep everything under the EA Sports branding, since that's what most of the current sports gaming fan base knows. No matter what EA decides to do with this, whether it's launch a version of EA Sports Big 2.0 or keep everything under the EA Sports base umbrella, there's no doubt that the ball is in their court now as we look forward towards future E3s, EA Plays, and other gaming announcements throughout the next couple years. And if EA decides that getting back into the arcade market is what the sports gaming genre needs, then that can only mean great things for fans looking for more non-traditional sports gaming experiences. But now, sports gamers, it's time to pass the questions off to you. What do you think about the idea of a revival of EA Sports Big? Do you think this is something that EA actually moves forward with? Or do you think it's something they're going to use ideas from here and there but keep everything under the base EA Sports branding umbrella? Leave a like on this video and let us know in the comment section below. And be sure to subscribe to Sports Gamers Online and hit that bell so you never miss any of our latest videos. And if you want to connect with even more sports gaming fans, join the official SGO Discord server by visiting sportsgamersonline.com/Discord.